Welcome back to Genshin, where for the first time ever I will not necessarily be rolling for this character unless something crazy happens. It's weird. Hello, Stu. I should be playing Live Alive. We got one more route plus whatever comes after clearing it. But Shark Week's kind of kicking my ass, so fuck it. Feeling okay. I've been better. Not the worst I've ever felt, but I have felt better. Ugh. So yeah, I do believe we are. Was wondering when I'd remember again. I don't want to skip her necessarily. I really don't. Like, she's got a nice design. We're about to learn more about her at her story quest. But shit's tight right now. Shit is tight right now. I've been alive, Janae. Not my fault you don't watch the live dubs. Like a coward. Okay, Fusion. Alright, I think I already unlocked it, right? Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah, whether or not I will even attempt to toss a couple of YOLO pulls remains to be seen. It will be up to her to win me over. Your came in less than 5 days secret. Hey! Shark Week buddies! Woo! Ugh. Man, fuck Eve. Royal whore. Eating that fucking apple. Response to the Bayonetta news. Oh. What the hell? So yeah, I am curious about this. Like, whether I roll for her or not, I am curious to see more of her. I've seen people compare her to Yoimiya, both in terms of like the sheer amount of people who seem to just be skipping her, and in terms of the fact that she's an early character in a new region who had like very, very little actual story significance, to the point where people are questioning why she's even a 5-star. But hey, maybe she'll win us over. It happened with Ganyu.
Nilou, it's nice to see you again.
Oh, happy 10th anniversary to the God I wish that were me guy. Big jib. The box you ordered last night has already shipped, Fusion. Ooh, very nice. Congratulations. Like I said, I wish I could... I wish I, one, had the attention span to keep up with all the new shit in Yu-Gi-Oh! And two, had the money to still pull for Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I loved opening boosters back in the day.
Oh, hey there, Traveler in Paimon. Are you here for some shopping too? That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there, the Sub-Zerus Festival turned out to be a grand success. And so, the theater wants to host a celebration event.
I mean, if by grand success you mean hallucinating for days on end and getting tossed in... Did any of that shit actually happen? I don't even know, man.
Do you two want to come? It'll be a really fun time.
Sure, why
It's
not?
something like a tradition of ours. Whenever we wrap an important performance, we'll get together and unwind.
So long as it's actually about you, and not your fellow thespians or whatever. Tommy! I didn't know you were down here. How does he do that? Damn cat's like a ninja sometimes. Don't even realize he's down here. It's almost like I keep my room too dark and he blends in. Is the lizard still on the premises? The lizard is still upstairs. He was hanging out at the window again. The lizard is indeed still on the premises.
Rehearsals are exhausting.
I still have a pet,
If you
an
keep
extra
your nose
pet
to
for the
the
foreseeable
grindstone,
future.
You're going to wipe yourself out sooner or later.
He shall officially be adopted then. I kind of want to keep him. Like, he's just hanging out. He's a chill lizard. He won't let me catch him. Be it to put him outside or anything else, but like, he's vibing.
Mr. Zubair, our manager, always says that celebrations aren't just for fun, but that they should also be occasions for reflection and review. But no one remembers that once the celebration starts. It's not like he can't also have some fun himself.
We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventures. Will your celebration also have lots of yummy food and drinks?
Of course. We always do lots of eating, toasting, and gift exchanging.
Bribe him.
We try really hard to show our appreciation for everyone.
Ah, so we'll need to bring a present.
Into a gift box to go, Paimon. Not my problem anymore.
Hey! Paimon's gonna put you in a box first!
It's fine. No need to stress, Paimon. You can come, present or not. The gift exchange is just to make the celebration more entertaining. You two being there would be the best gift of all. It'll also be a good time to introduce you to the rest of the theater.
Yeah, speaking of, again, yeah. Like, how much of that shit actually happened? She's talking about how much of a success the festival was. Which parts of the festival actually happened? I thought the actual festival got interrupted by the no fun police.
Is something up?
A pity, no, it's really fucking not. Maybe we can actually learn something about her now that the NPC isn't here.
Yeah, but for now, it's more important for her to rest and recover.
I hope we never see her again.
I tried to visit her, but I got turned away at the door. The people there wouldn't listen to a single word I said. All I could do was to leave a letter encouraging her to get some rest and keep her spirits up. She'll be better soon. And then we can celebrate together at the theater.
It's all thanks to you and Nilou that we managed to save Dunyarzad.
Yeah, what an accomplishment that was.
You're way too modest. Just now, I actually felt really self-conscious when Paimon talked about us in the same breath. Compared to you, I really didn't do much at all. Anyway, all that aside, are you thinking about coming to our event?
Paimon thinks it'll be a great time. What do you think, Traveler?
Sure, why not?
All right, then let's head to the theater.
There's no other content in the game.
Wait, I completely forgot about this pile of stuff.
Whoa, did you buy all of this, Nilou?
Just one box. The rest were given to me. I really don't know how it came to this much.
You finished the Archon quest a couple days ago, secret. Nice.
That's way too many freebies. Many vendors give out samples for free, but Paimon's never seen this much.
All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more and more full until I can't hold everything anymore. This seems to happen every time.
It's the midriff. People can't resist the midriff.
I was planning on making a few trips to bring everything back before continuing on with my shopping, but I don't think I'll have the time.
You think that Merrick from Yu-Gi-Oh controlled people with his Millennium Rod? Nah, it was the midriff. Magical Egyptian powers had nothing to do with it. Literally all in the midriff.
So
It's
this
a powerful
isn't
weapon.
even all of it?
Are you sure?
Of course! Carrying stuff is a piece of cake for her, right, Traveler?
So you just gotta do Nilou and Sina's quest and that battle event rerun, yeah. That battle event, I don't think I mentioned it all, that Hakuyen Iki, whatever the hell that event's called. That one's fun. That's another event that I wish they would just implement as like a regular game mode. Another one that like gives out cool trial characters to test out and shit that people might not necessarily have usually. It's very cool. It was a combination of both. The rod let him maintain control even after they got away from the midriff. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm so sorry to trouble you like this. I meant to invite you to our celebration, but now you're helping me instead.
Honey, as long as I'm helping you, and not NPC number 217, it's fine. Please, by all means, tell me about yourself. Tell me about all your problems and worries in this world.
Well, let's hurry up and grab the last few things, so we can get back to the theater.
Make me feel even worse than I already do about probably not pulling for you.
Oh, well if it isn't Nilou.
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Of course I do. I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I reserved some food for you in advance. Although, it looks like you're gonna need 2 more portions.
You calling Paimon fat?
Please allow me to introduce them. This is the Traveler, a very experienced adventurer. And this is Paimon, her super reliable guide and helper.
No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look, Traveler! She introduced Paimon correctly!
Truly the rarest of occasions.
Don't underestimate Nilou. She always remembers every last little detail about everyone, even if it sounds completely trivial. She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices from the jaws of a sumpter beast.
Don't think anything of it. I just help out when I can because everyone else takes such good care of me. Anyway, sorry to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry. Mr. Jute, did you say you didn't reserve enough food?
Oop, shoot.
I was joking. Anyone who runs a business
Ignore
knows
that.
to keep some extra stock. After all,
Forgot to
orders
hide the
get
Google
changed all
Chrome
the
window
time.
for when we watched the Splatoon
Oh,
video the other
that
day.
reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have they ever tried any delicious tachin?
On one hand, it's nice that OBS is finally actually remembering that against that I don't have to set up the window again manually every time I do that. On the other hand, it makes me forget to turn it off sometimes, and that can happen. Turkin? This isn't Xenoblade.
Whoa, what a fantastic idea! Mr. Jute, did you bake a batch recently? Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape. Mr. Jute adds special
Meat
spices
cake?
into his. Its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious. If you ever see kids crowding all around Mr. Jute's place, you know he's baking up a storm.
But is it really just for the kids? Don't you often follow them in too?
I just can't help myself.
We're 2 peas in a pod! Who doesn't enjoy some good food?
Wait here. I'll bring some over.
You came for my soul and $5? Oh, God. I have neither of those things.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness!
Yum.
Paimon can't eat it fast enough!
No matter how
Oh,
many times I
Paimon.
eat it, it's still so delicious.
I wouldn't have offered it as a treat if I wasn't confident in the taste. I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged and ready for you to take back to the theater.
Yo, Blanco.
You made so much. Is it really okay to take them all?
It was nothing. Making 1 serving or 100 servings is all the same to me. If anything, I should be thanking you for helping me clear my inventory.
Hey, sub. You see a cute redhead? She's so cute. Like, I like her design a lot. I wish this game were more generous with its anniversary awards. And I wish that 50 million cooler things weren't right around the corner.
Don't worry about it. What kind of person would I be if I made you pay for a treat?
Your piece of art's been used as a thumbnail.
Make sure you got
Aw.
everything.
Glad it made you happy. You did a great job. It's a fantastic edit.
Feel free to come back anytime.
I had to mess with some of the proportions a little bit to make it fit and have all of it still be visible. I wanted to make sure you could see Na in the corner,
I understand how you got so many things.
but I made it work.
Yeah. Everyone has their own way with words, and it's really hard to say no. Let's go to the next store.
Nilou, good timing. I have the textiles you ordered.
Hi, Sam
If it
Riegel.
took any longer, the Sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
Or wait. No, not Sam Riegel.
You
Good God,
and your
Todd.
jokes.
I think that's
Sumpter
Todd.
beasts won't eat those kinds of things, Mr. Offsheen.
Todd's been a lot of random NPCs in this patch. I guess it's because he was in the booth for Razor, since he was like the main player in the event quest. It's kind of funny. I feel like that just kind of keeps happening. I think the same thing happened with Patrick Seitz, back when he was the that one asshole in Shao's quest.
Jude said that some Sumpter beasts ate his spices. Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that. Nilou, if it weren't for you, I would have lost half of my profits that
Miku at
month.
Walmart.
Trying to pull anything out of a Sumpter
Beautiful.
beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war.
So they really do eat anything, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
It means you're useless,
Come
Paimon.
now. You know, Sumpter beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry, but because they like gnawing on things. The textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven from the finest thread. So even if a Sumpter beast got snacky, it'd still have to chomp on it for a full
Aw,
day.
cute dear girls.
You've tested this before?
But of course! How else could I be so trustworthy? Well, that one time was an accident. I wouldn't dare experiment with such a precious product.
True. It does sound like some good fabric.
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest? If you want to buy some, now's a good time. Buy 2 bolts and get 20% off.
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think, Traveler?
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen.
We've been together for
You
2
can't use
years,
that kind of
Paimon. How do you
tactic
not
on
know
her.
my fucking name?
Look, you've already sucked her in.
Tactic? So you mean everything he just said to Paimon was a lie?
I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. A word from him, and you'll find yourself buying things you don't actually need.
Hey, oh Ninja, about to bait and switch the leaderboard so your score isn't actively passed. What do you mean? Like to get a decent enough score, but not actually like end up in Red Lotus or something? I'm not sure if that's what you're saying or not, but I realize I'm about to. If I keep my place on the leaderboard currently, I'm gonna end up in Red Lotus again too. Is that just gonna be my life from now on? Getting kicked back and forth between the two? Is there any downside to that?
Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Shouldn't use manipulative tactics.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair, while I was nearly fed head first to the Sumpter beasts. My philosophy is that stories give value to merchandise. That's why my business started with such a boom. Our Nilou here is an extraordinarily good listener. Back then, she believed anything I said.
You had to do economics because they're their team's treasurer? Ooh.
After a while, I
Interesting.
began to feel guilty selling things to her
Did you
because
win?
of how happy she looked. Though she enjoyed the stories and I the Mora, I knew she didn't need to buy that much. Anyway, since then, I've come to realize 2 things. 1, that stories should just be a means instead of an end. And 2, that there's more to business than just
You meant club as in
selling
school
goods.
club. I kind of figured you meant something like that. You're good.
It's okay. We're all friends now. There's no need to dig up the past.
Trying to raise funds for your orchestra. Oh, very nice.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the best condition.
Yo, it's like when you go to Walmart and buy all the baked goods that are set to expire that day. Get a big old box of peanut butter cookies for like 2 cents.
They're fine for general use, but my customers have high
Hell yeah.
standards, and I don't have the time or resources to find new buyers right now. Nilou, why don't you take them?
Huh? No, I can't do that.
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? The theater can use them for props and whatnot.
You beat 3 things that share a theme much as you can. You left the extra one alone. Later 3 digits make a difference, so you focus on getting everything else high enough, then last 30 minutes you do the last one, so your score jumps neatly into the 100, 200 range. Okay, I gotcha.
It costs me Mora to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using stories to sell my goods again? Just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some theater tickets later. Oh, yeah, you should also take some while you're at it. Adventurers are always in need of materials, right?
I'm actually always in need of primo gems. Do you have any of those? I would much prefer those.
Wow, even we get a share of this?
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache. Thanks for the huge favor.
You neg yourself
There's
so you
still
don't
one
get
more
targeted.
star.
Understandable.
Are you alright holding on to that much stuff? Paimon, why don't you lend a hand? She must be tired.
Paimon can't lift shit.
If Paimon were to refuse, would you then think less of Paimon than even a sumpter beast?
We'll make jokes about Paimon being emergency food for money. I would. She can
About
lift
time,
one
Nilou.
stick.
Farhad here was snooping around your props.
And only if it's a cinnamon stick.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of
Or
what
a
your
doggy
new
treat.
show may be about.
Those little beef jerky ass doggy treat sticks. Miko likes those.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
How many bets? It'll be nothing. What is it? The Silent Hill news? Yep. I don't know. The games have been on ice for like quite a while, right? Like, what was the last new game? Downpour? Has there really not been a game since then? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be. I hope for the sake of the fan base that it's something actually decent and not just another shitty Western dev game, or God forbid another movie. You fucking, anybody who's actually watched the second shitty Silent Hill movie, they for whatever, at the fucking end of that movie, they throw out like a million teases for more sequels. Like, they tease that they're gonna adapt a shit ton of more plot points from the game. Like, it ends with the implication that Sean Bean is going back to Silent Hill to look for his wife, which would just be the second game. There's a fucking prison transfer happening in the background, implying that Murphy from Downpour is in there. It's fucking stupid. I think there's like a trucker or something they run into briefly who's from like one of the spin-offs. It's ridiculous. Like, yeah, this movie's gonna be a blockbuster. You're totally actually gonna be able to do all these things.
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
Silent Hill Cinematic Universe. Yep, that movie totally made the money for that to happen.
These two look familiar. I think I've seen them before. Ah, weren't they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Yeah.
Downpour was
and
last
they're
one. That
coming
was
to
in
today's celebration
2012?
too.
Downpour was that fucking long ago? Holy shit. Debating to yourself which base rider suit in Ryuki is the best looking. Currently a tie between Alternative, Impera, and Abyss. Alternative? Ew! Neo, bruh! No! The alternative suits are only slightly higher budget than fucking Mage from Wizard. Those are not good looking suits.
Oh, the more folks, the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about also stopping by tonight.
HD remasters, I mean entirely new games. If the HD remasters came out after, fine, but like, I mean an actual new game, like a numbered entry.
Oh, yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Nadja would also love to have a chat with the two of you.
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. Ta-da! It's a flower wreath.
Is it? I think it's... So the amount of time it's been in general is one thing. The last Silent Hill game I remember hearing mostly only good things about was the fucking Wii one. The one that was like a reimagining of the first game. Shattered Memories, I think. Like, everything after that has been mixed at best. Good. Yeah, did that one suck too? I remember hearing pretty good things about that one. I think the only criticism I ever heard about that one is that it didn't need to be a reimagining of the first game. I don't know enough about it overall. But yeah, you see my point. My point is, I hope that new thing is actually a new game and that it's actually good. Because good God.
I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more celebratory feel.
Wow, it's beautiful. Did you make it?
Farhad did most of the work.
They're beautiful.
What a surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
Is their mother replaces Pyramid Head with Magical Girl Teddy?
That is pretty
I wish.
surprising.
Hey, why can't I have a little side hobby? I worked really hard on that.
There are rumors
I know,
about it.
I
It might be
know.
awful.
I watched
Oh no.
you make it. I wasn't making fun of you. All right. Why don't you also try some on? We've got some wreaths in your size.
Let me have this as a permanent
It's
costume,
perfectly-
you cowards! We're
It's so
adorable. Look at that
pretty.
shit.
Is there one that Paimon can wear?
No, none for you.
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I wasn't expecting the theater to invite such a fascinating
Hey,
guest.
look, another cute thing we can't keep.
Fascinating. Huh. That sounds kind of weird, but Paimon will let
That
it
Ferdy art is
slide.
adorable. Thank you, Secret.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. Let me help you carry some. I'm a porter by trade, so this is what I'm best at.
That'd be great. Please and thank you.
You and your fucking stick figure arms can't even lift a goddamn box.
But we have a pro now.
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad.
You still want the
But
mask
let
that
me
Ayaka
make
gave
one
us?
thing
Same.
clear first. Don't try to ask about what's in the new show. Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
You're so obvious that even Nilou saw right through you.
Shut it.
It wouldn't even come into the animations? It wouldn't.
Fine. It's
Like,
not
there's-
like I want to get on his bad side either.
There is
Including
literally
Hushan's
no
things, though.
reason
We'll
that
each
alternate
need to
costumes
carry
and
a box
accessories
if we
should be
want
as
to move
scarce as they
everything in
are.
one trip. Even my strength has its limits.
Look how easily and how frequently they add shit to Honkai. I
Kinda looks
literally
like she
can't
doesn't
keep
want
up with all the
to, so
costumes in
I'll carry a
Honkai.
little extra. Although I may not appear super
I
strong
really,
at
really
first
want that new
glance,
doo-doo one.
I actually do a lot of strength training on the regular. Strength and balance are both really important for a dancer.
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things.
You fucking bet
Traveler's
your ass you
right.
will.
Paimon shouldn't freeload. Paimon can't fly anymore.
Get fucked, Paimon!
Are you okay, Paimon?
Paimon's good to keep going. But Paimon now understands when people say there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Oh
So
yeah!
a lot of stuff. Oh, looking forward to the event later.
Thank you very much, Jux. 34 months. Holy crap. I appreciate it immensely. How you doing? There's rumors of Silent Hill 2 remake happening. That sounds pretty awful. Why would they remake 2? I mean, I guess I think that's one of like the more beloved ones as far as I know, but still, that's weird.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumpter Man. Whew. Paimon's definitely going to eat it all back later.
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
Is that the most popular one?
See ya.
I always see 3. I always see 3 get the most love personally.
Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us, or else that would have taken way longer.
Or the original. Why is everyone so nice to you? Is it really just the midriff?
Of course. Because everyone's working here together. We're all like neighbors, so we're always helping each other out. It's easy to forget that everyone's running a business.
It's the midriff.
With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work.
3 is more loved by fans. 2
I
is generally
felt
more
so
popular.
guilty
It's an
at
FF7
first.
situation.
Like
Okay.
I always owed someone something. I was always thinking of ways to repay others. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Offsheen
Is
said.
it really Smidriff?
By
Of course it
taking
is.
the freebies, I was helping everyone out and saving them money. When you order the wrong item or make too much of something, sometimes the best way to maximize the value of those goods is to give them away. That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay others by helping them when they need it.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Imagine actually fucking being nice to
This has
people.
become our norm, and no
That's
one
crazy.
keeps track of the back and forth anymore.
That's crazy.
Short stream tonight? Yeah,
So
I can't
really,
imagine her
don't
quest will
worry
take
about
too
it.
long. Probably like 2 hours at most.
All right. I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair and do a little bit of prep. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to know some other people at the theater.
I'd really rather not. I would rather go with you and learn more about the actual character that is playable. Even if I'm personally probably not going to be able to play as you anytime soon.
Nope. Mr. Zubair's really on top of everything. You two are our guests. So please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Wow, the atmosphere here is so nice. Let's take a break and immerse ourselves in this warmth.
You're really going to make me do it. She's really going to make me do it.
Hey there. I saw you two helping me move some stuff.
Thank you very much, Joss. Konami lost the original data for Silent Hill 2, so you kind of have to remake the game from scratch. Okay. When they remade 2 the first time, they got rid of the iconic fog, but didn't fix the render distance that the fog was hiding. Okay. So 2 actually needs a remake. Alright, that's fair.
Are you two also here for the celebration event?
You got it.
It was in a what happened? Oh, okay. Okay.
My name is Raykar. Nadia
I
and
didn't
I are this
ask.
theater's prop engineers. I also help
Don't
out
care.
with some other
Didn't
tasks
ask.
like
L
housekeeping.
ratio. You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
The little ones causing a ruckus are my children, Soreen and Abi. I hope they aren't bothering you. They always get really excited every time we hold a celebration event.
Oh, you can drop regular bits, Ninja. Oh, Kino.
Yes, they are. Everyone here takes
Very
great
nice.
care of them. There's
Wonder if
good
that
work
experiment
here,
went
the
well. I
pay's
have
always
no
on time,
idea.
And Nilou and the others will often volunteer to play with the kids. I'm quite content with this current way of
I
life.
suppose we'll find out.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good
As
before?
soon as still that mark on Nilou's back, your brain went stigma. It does look like a stigmata. It really does. L ratio, don't care to desk, fourth-rate duelist, third-rate deck, +4. Is it fourth-rate? Is it fourth-rate duelist with a third-rate deck or third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck? I can't remember. We'll find out soon.
It's all right. It's all water under the bridge now. My husband and I were both
Need to get back to sleep. Just
adventurers,
dropped off
but
to drop
he
these bits.
passed
I
away from
appreciate
an
it immensely,
accident.
Ducks. You have a good one. Thanks for
Material
popping
struggles
by.
can always be overcome, but ever since then, I haven't been able to spend much of my energy on anything else. But I still consider myself lucky. Mr. Zubair has helped me a lot, and the atmosphere here is tolerant and kind.
Sorry for bringing up such sad memories.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Once the event starts, you'll be able to see for yourself the kind of atmosphere I was talking about.
I already have. I get it. People are nice in this world. It must be nice.
Hey there!
You're a 2-star NPC with a 1-stat
A
charisma.
newcomer. Doesn't look too bright.
How do I think a tier list of Ryuki characters would go? It'd be a tough one. A lot of it would be splitting hairs because Ryuki has a very, very good cast of characters. You got it the wrong way around. Hey! I got it right on my first try. It's like, I thought I remembered that one correctly. It's kind of one of the more iconic ones. But who knows? I forgot that they actually... I forgot that the other characters of the show actually just went along with the excuse of the evil gay clown being Kaiba's dark side, so... And me misremembering things is very possible.
Hey! Talk about judging a book by its cover!
Obviously, scissors is the best one.
You, on the other hand,
Of course.
you're a special one. How would you
My
describe
special
the
one?
concept of art?
It's an explosion, I have been told.
Mere curiosity is all. It makes no difference whether you answer or not.
Then why did you even fucking ask me?
So that's what you think, Unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts, but nothing exceptional.
Bruh.
Is art a product that we create and bring forth? Or is it a naturally existing resource? I, for one, believe it to be the latter.
Paimon doesn't follow.
I've been staying
He's a
here
pretentious
for a
dick,
long
Paimon, don't worry about it. Hey,
I'd
Cockle!
assist them in any
Weekend
lines of
convention was very
dialogue.
needed. Oh, nice!
Most of my time, I just
Very
stand
cool. Hope
back
you had a
and
good time.
watch. I prefer
I'm
to
doing all right.
abstain
Thank you
from
very
writing,
much.
as it
We've got a hype
spoils the
train
viewing
going.
experience. The
It
existence
sure
of the
would be
theater,
cool if something crazy
of me,
happened.
and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as forms of art.
But I'm doing all
It is
right,
not
Goggle. How
some
about yourself?
intangible construct beyond the horizon.
Happy birthday,
That
Tails.
has anything to do with us.
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the meaning of art?
Fucking, I don't know. What are you, Sonoy from Don Brothers? You're not nearly as handsome.
I suppose that question was a little too difficult for you.
I'm gonna stab this guy in the face with a soldering iron.
I've been closely observing you. The players
That's
on
how
the
I feel
stage
right now. Thank
and
you, Doug.
those watching in the audience. Art is already all
That
around
should have been
us.
my response to his question. Why did I talk to him? What an asshole. Jesus Christ.
What? Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please.
I'm here with the cute girl.
Ah, I see. Sorry for my overreaction. I'm just,
I should have been the one
making a
to
prop.
fill your body
No
with
time for
lead.
chit-chat.
Is that embroidery?
No. Well, yes, but not really. It's a
Oh,
prop.
shoot!
It's just,
Dusko
some
and Crazy
fabric.
Uncle.
An ordinary piece of fabric that we use in a show.
Keeping that hype.
Sorry.
See it possibly
I
get that
really
hype
do
train
need to
going?
focus and start
Oh,
working
no, I
on
can't
it.
tell what level it's at. Oh yeah, it's just close. Yeah, we don't actually have one going yet. It's just close to starting one, but hey. Thank you for doing your part, Dust. Thank you very much.
What an oddball.
Blanco, enjoy your
That
eggs and
makes
emotes.
something to be that
Or
kinky
Arcamonicas.
about?
You're probably on Arcamonicas.
Oh well, it's none of our business.
You OG like that. Can't really vibe with these NPCs in the right mood. Two-star Charizard?
The
Yeah.
event's probably about to start.
So yeah, I need to be in a good mood. Like, again, Nilou did very, very little in the Archon quest. Like, I want this, I want this quest to make me feel worse than I already do about probably not being able to roll for her. Thus far, it's not really doing it. She's back, though. Nilou,
Sorry for
endear
the
me.
wait. Preparations for the celebration are finally done.
Endear
I'll call
me!
everyone over, and then we can start.
Let us give you a hand.
Thank you.
TT.
Maybe we really should have prepared a gift. Then we could also be a part of the exchange. As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all. I didn't do that great of a job, and who would even like it?
Oh, don't think like that. Remember our promise? We're going to give everyone a pleasant surprise. And besides, you've never attended a celebration event before, so this will be a great opportunity. Everyone will love you.
What are you
I'm
clapping
still-
for?
Not really sure about this.
There's nothing to be worried about. Just take a step forward and give yourself a chance.
Well, she's got going phrases. She looks kind of
There
pretty
aren't
and
any
she's
scary
nice, and
people
that's
here,
not enough,
right?
pretty much.
Right.
Huh.
She's nice, she's
Alright.
cute, I like her voice.
Maybe this will help. Everyone, over
But,
here! Inaya has something great to tell you all.
we need a little more.
Wait, wait! I've already said that I'm not ready yet. What should I say?
Nobody
Take it easy
cares.
and relax. Deep breath in and out. Once you've taken a long
I don't
exhale,
care about you and
calmly
your
tell everyone
insecurities,
what you want to
lady.
say. If you don't say anything, then all the hard work we put into embroidery practice would have gone to waste.
Using it as a gift, though? It really isn't that good.
Gungaga.
Exactly.
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually preparing a present.
Who? I don't
Yeah,
care.
It feels like she still doesn't really see herself as part of this community.
I don't care.
It looks like Nilou's trying to ease her through.
Actually, Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone before the celebration kicked off.
Woohoo! We're gonna get our first present from Miss Inaya!
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous she'll become.
This
You've worked
ain't
on it for so
about her.
long, so have some confidence. Don't be afraid.
This is a community event.
Is Mr. Zubair here?
Oh no, it's the sheriff.
Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the Academia. This celebration, or whatever it is, must stop at once.
Oh, never mind. It's the no fun police again. Actually.
What a condescending guy. What's his deal?
We've literally met him before. I mean, maybe it's a different one. I don't know. They all look, don't take this the wrong way, but all these people look the same to me. I forget if this is the same guy who is the no fun police in the dream world or not.
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the Academia's policies and orders, we have decided to demolish it.
Oh my god. Is this gonna turn into an 80s movie? Do we gotta... Are we gonna have to... Is this gonna end in a ski competition? Do we have to challenge this guy to a ski competition to save the youth center?
As its manager, you must
Please?
halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days. After which, you will report to the Academia for further punishment.
Pizza, French fry. Pizza, French fry.
Quaid, start the reactor.
Why? Why force us to do this all of a sudden?
Little girl, this is not the first time you've been issued a warning.
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked.
The Angel
And now
Grove
I
juice
suddenly
bar
only
needs our
have
help.
30 days?
We can't let Ernie go out of business. He's a nice guy.
We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days. How am I supposed to explain this to my customers and staff?
You just watched the trailer for Star Trek Card Season 3. Oh my god, I forgot they're doing that. Worf is a pacifist for whatever reason. And Moriarty is back again for whatever reason. Moriarty is back because, oh man, that's a character that people liked from the original show. That's a character that'll get us clout. It was the same shit with Q. Like, anyone who's not a main cast member, like, oh man, here's a thing people liked from the show. If we get this back, that'll prove to the fans that we care. No. No, it won't. Fuck off. Where the fuck is Barclay? They're trying to bring in fans, actual fans of the show, trying to prove that, like, it's real Star Trek or whatever. Where the fuck is Reg Barclay? Put Barclay in the fucking show, you goddamn cowards. Ooh, Moriarty. Fuck you, I don't give a shit.
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr. Zubair.
Hey, Best. I'm dying.
You seem to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to prepare for the scenario in advance.
Waiting for Nilou's however moment. You and me both. Yeah, hopefully the ski contest will bring something out.
Demolition? Why do they want to demolish this place?
Because they're the no fun police.
The Academia has never liked us, and they've never respected our work. To them, what we do is all a waste of time. This isn't the first time they've come by.
Did she rat us out to the no
They
fun
had
police?
asked us several times in the past to improve the quality of our performances. By only
I'm gonna
putting
murder
on
that
shows
bitch if she
they
ratted us out to the
consider
no
be
fun police.
Sufficiently intellectual. But our audience isn't the Academia. It's the people of the Grand Bazaar. If our shows are too difficult to understand or too removed from everyday life, nobody would watch them anymore. Changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihoods.
Barclay had the weirdest episode dedicated to him. Which one? His intro or the one where he turned into a spider monster? I wouldn't call that one weird. I would just call that one stupid. All of him. His episodes were all so good, though. Barclay was like the most goddamn human character in that show, and he wasn't even a fucking regular.
Yeah, the theater is very important to each and every one of us.
The way they're doing things is so scummy.
But I also don't know how we can stop them.
Murder?
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning.
They were bad, but weird, yeah.
Time is of the essence, so you should act with haste instead of asking
No,
frivolous
that's why they were
questions.
great. Because his episodes were different. Especially early on, before the show kind of really found its footing.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an abrupt notice is contrary to established
I forget when
policy.
Barclay showed up, actually. I'm not sure if the show had really found its footing by the time he first started showing up or not. After watching the Z001 movie, you forgot about the super cute moment at the end where Izu stared at Aruto and remembered everything he did for her. Oh, yeah, that was sweet.
Ask whoever you will. The answer will remain the same. We have already given you sufficient notice.
Mike's favorite was a Barclay episode. Mike has patrician taste in Star Trek for the most part, besides, liking Wesley.
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
This isn't about you! Fucking, I want Nilou to pop off, not this bitch!
Huh? Father? Their family?
Oh my fucking god. Well, we found our spotlight stealer.
What's academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. You're just using the Academia's name to threaten us. Let me tell you, even if you manage to tear down this place, nothing is going to change.
Bruh.
You've always been awful. That even I never thought my father would sink this low.
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you are,
Why couldn't it be
or what
Nilou's
you
dad,
think.
right?
I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly.
Like, why
I will not waste
do
more
they
time on pointless
construct these
arguments.
grand conflicts?
Wrap everything up and make preparations to shut
about
down at
characters
once.
we don't give two shits about.
Ah,
Same.
why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but
Also,
there's
she's
nothing
at
we can do.
that's some
That's
quality
it for
acting
today,
right
everyone.
there.
Let's clean up. I'll go talk to them again tomorrow. The storms that come out of the blue are always the hardest to deal with.
Oscar worthy even better than you. I don't know about that.
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion. I didn't know that things would turn out like this.
As
There's no
was
need to
and will.
apologize,
Oh yeah, you forgot
No one could have
forgot
seen
about
this
Will.
coming. Paimon just wishes she could have at least gotten to the food. Is what that guy said true? The Academia has already given you many warnings?
We know this.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. They've always seen us as being meaningless. Knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts. But if that's all it is,
So they're the far
there's
right.
also no reason to go so far as to demolish the theater.
Gonna cut all the funding from the liberal arts programs.
After Anaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She rarely talks about her family. All I know is that she didn't get along with them.
Literally no reason it
I
couldn't
never
just be her
expected it
dad.
to blow up like this.
If you did nothing wrong,
Literally
then there's
no reason it
to
couldn't
listen
just
to
be
the
her that ran away from
Academia,
home.
Right? Who cares? Let's
Bruh.
just take him in a fight.
Right?
Aw, that's true.
No, it's not. Let's
I'll
kill
try to
him.
think of something. We can't just let everyone suffer in a perpetual state of fear and uncertainty. What to do? What to do?
Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly continue to hold your shows somewhere else? Or we could go through a list of customers customers and try to see if anyone in there might be willing to help out. That also doesn't sound like it'll work.
A debate? Huh. Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their problems, but how would that work in this case?
We just need to prove that we're contributing to society or some shit.
Oh, if we can prove to Inaya's father that the Academia's position doesn't hold water, then they won't have a reason to demolish the theater.
I see. Defeating him in a debate. It's a good idea.
You think they would have learned from the Samsara? They don't learn.
Against a researcher.
They just don't. Like 90% of the character quests are just like this for whatever reason nowadays. The only one in recent memory I can think of that wasn't about that wasn't more about the NPCs than the actual character was Tighdari's. Tighdari's was fucking great. Even that one.
Me?
Even that, I guess that one was technically more about an NPC than him. But the NPC was a little robot who couldn't talk, so it was fine.
No. I'm the literal worst at arguments.
Nilou, it's your character quest. You have to fucking do something.
I can't debate.
Debates aren't arguments.
Nilou,
Debate me, bro.
You're always so stressed out right now because you care so much about protecting the theater.
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. It's irreplaceable. But I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
Tighnari had a mechanical crab. It was pretty poggers.
Paimon'll help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work. Believe in yourself.
Thanks,
I gotta
believe. All right, I've decided. Even though I may fail, I'll do my very best for everyone's sake.
Yeah, murder!
That's our Nilou. We're rooting for you.
Okay, let's head back and tell everyone what we
Can't
came
really
up
think of anything else to say. Fair enough. Okay. Oh, sure.
Trying to best the Academia in a debate is attempting the impossible.
Is she available in a banner? She is literally on the banner right now, Blanco, yeah. I'm probably not going to pull for her. Maybe a couple what was that? I think when I was talking about her, I think somebody said I'd do exactly 2 rolls. I'm not sure why 2. Maybe we'll try that, but yeah, like just I don't have enough primo gems. I can't really afford to spend real money on this game unless somebody gives me the money for it, and there's just too much other shit coming out that I care about. If we... Oh, yeah, since this is probably going to be a short one, yeah, we'll probably be able to finish Duelist Kingdom tonight. Or at least the Pegasus duel.
If you really want to try, I won't stop you. It's not like our situation can get any worse.
Yo, that fan art. Very cool.
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilou's approach will come off as naive, but that kind of frankness is exactly what they lack the most. Things might turn out differently from what you
Wouldn't be able to
expect.
defend Night Fusion, aw.
I am in favor of such a romantic feat.
Romantic.
Will turn down a compelling underdog story.
Sub, you here? We're gonna have another R off.
Sure, in fiction, but I'm not sure how well that will translate to reality. I'm not saying that I don't support you, Nilou. If you need my help, just say the word. Anything
Discord
is
can't
better
cut out
than
my
just
audio.
standing aside and watching the theater get demolished.
I can actually participate in the R off.
I'm also pitching in. Let's show the Academia that we have some fight in us.
Thank you, everyone. I feel a lot less nervous with your support.
Not to rain on your parade, but my father is a real hard guy to deal with. He's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly familiar with rigorous logic.
Did I hurt your
It'll be
ears, Blanco?
extremely
I'm
difficult
sorry.
to beat him in a debate. You all already knew that. But you just didn't want to hurt Nilou's feelings. But when all's said and done, aren't you hurting her just the same?
That's enough, Inaya.
Sorry, I've ruined the mood.
Yep, you should go away.
I just can't
and never
force
show up in this
myself
quest
to
again.
expect a positive outcome. Nilou shouldn't have to push herself for the sake of an impossible goal.
Do the impossible, see the invisible.
Yeah, it's way too early to give up.
You're right, Inaya. We're up against the Academia. Everyone knows that they're very powerful. Being skeptical might actually be the more normal response. But I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just let Zubair Theater go. And it's not just me. I think everyone else here feels the same way. If we're unhappy, we should speak up and let our voices be heard. Say what's on your mind, and do what you think should be done. If we fail after that, then at least we won't have any regrets. I mean, after all, the only thing we can control right now is our
Gonna
choice at this very
gonna
moment.
watch real time. Very nice.
I understand what
You
you're
guys
trying
have
to
fun.
say. I also have my own intense feelings of anger and regret.
Then, could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan for a debate? You can still get in touch with your family, right?
Yes, I can.
Then, please help us pass on my request. I've never participated in a debate, and truth be told, I'm still not really confident in myself. But since we've decided on a debate, I'll do my best to prepare for it. I'll gather everyone's thoughts and let them be known to all during the debate. I, by myself, definitely don't have enough wisdom to beat your father. But what about the entire theater combined? Then we should have a chance, right?
Right.
That's right, Miss Nilou.
Beat the bad guy. Justice will prevail.
Make him eat dirt.
You too. We aren't getting into a fight. But thank you for your encouraging words. I'll do my best.
Hypatia. Oh, yeah, that lady.
Back there, Nilou.
I felt that I might have said a bit too much. Anyway, we better start preparing now. First, let's see what everyone thinks about the situation.
All right, time to pull everyone's thoughts. Paimon doesn't really want to talk to him.
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me.
Oh, I
And to
didn't. Oh
think
shit! Isn't
I
that?
was
Oh,
just
do I?
about to put forward a
Oh.
suggestion.
Oh, Paimon will listen to that.
No, he won't. I
Although,
don't like this
I
guy.
know not if you have a new answer to my previous question. Now seems like an appropriate time to revisit it.
Bruh.
What do you think is the meaning of art?
Oh, this again?
We probably do need to tackle this question if we want to prove the value of the arts. I don't know how to explain it, but all I know is that when my performance makes the audience happy, I also become very happy. Does that count as a meaning?
You answered him so seriously. Careful, Nilou. This guy's ramblings never make any sense.
No. Nilou's answer far surpasses yours. And it is close to my own.
That has nothing to do
The
with
meaning
art,
of
though.
art comes not from its creators, but from its audience.
I don't think
In
that's
other words,
true.
Only art that can be appreciated by others will impart its essence and value upon the minds of its audience. This is
I wanna
something
punch
that
him.
the academia can never understand.
I want to punch him hard.
I once pursued the mastery of art, much like how a researcher would chase wisdom and knowledge. However, the more of a connoisseur I became, the less I felt I understood. I began to question what it truly meant for art to be understood at all. I found that I could comprehend even the most complex and sophisticated of works, and yet somehow that provided me with little solace. I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater and watched one of Nilou's performances.
It was that right?
Steel toe boot? Hell yeah.
Everyone here had a joyous part in the overall experience. The actors upon the stage basked in the love of their audience, while those in the house immersed themselves in the wondrous ambiance. In all honesty, from a purely critical point of view, the performances here are exceedingly average.
I regret talking to this person
Don't
so
say
much.
something like that.
But what bewildered me was how, despite the performance's middling quality, they captivated their whole audience. They captivated even me. I realized then that I had walked the wrong road. The mastery of art was never what I truly wanted. I left the so-called frontiers of artistic research and came to this theater. For this is where I can finally find what I seek. Art will no longer be a castle in the sky. Whether it's inspiring or entertaining, art must be appreciated by others to confer value. If art cannot accomplish that,
Celestia is not art
is
anymore, dude. It's an actual 3D model up there now. They changed it in their most recent version.
Mr. Zubair and I refused to follow the Academia's
It's real.
orders to change our shows for a
We
similar
might go
reason.
there in 7 years.
To put it simply, we were afraid that our shows would lose their meaning if people couldn't understand them.
I once stood in the spotlight, but I relinquished fame and acclaim for the freedom I enjoy today. I care not for where my feet may take me next.
Not that,
But
Celestia.
Nilou, you need to remember one thing. You already stand upon the finest stage
This
there
Celestia
is,
is a place,
and that
not a
is
pony.
a rare gift that should never be taken for granted.
Or is it?
You cannot give it up, not even to the Academia.
Guys in their 20s who wear monocles, unironically, are the most
Thank you for
pretentious
your words of
pricks
encouragement, Mr.
ever.
Kasani.
Dust the cobwebs away from the eyes
Like
of those
it does not
scholars.
look right on his model.
He really seemed to care a lot about the theater.
Looks very out of place.
Once you get to know him, you'll realize that he's actually a big softie at heart. He'll even help out with furniture repair and painting the stage.
Wow. Paimon didn't think he had that in him at all.
And now he's...
I've gained a whole new level of respect for you. Inaya was right. It's true that I couldn't bear to bring down Nilou. It wasn't out of pity or anything,
What's
though.
spoopin', JC?
I just felt like I didn't have the right to say anything. After all, Nilou was the one who bravely
I am
stepped up and
attempting to
proposed
learn more
fight
about
back.
Nilou.
I didn't have that kind of courage or initiative. I'd be a
These
terrible
NPCs
person
are
if I
getting in
spoke
my
badly
way.
of Nilou without doing anything to help. She knows better than any of us how difficult this path will be.
Mr. Zubair, we're trying to put together a list of arguments that might be useful. Any ideas?
It won't be difficult to explain
What
our
was it? L
position.
plus
They're
ratio
in the
plus don't
wrong,
care
and
plus
they
didn't
know
ask
it.
third-rate duels
I
with a
have
fourth-rate deck.
meticulously managed this theater's affairs for
I feel like that
years,
needs to be
and I
on
have
the
abided by
on the
every
speech for the debate.
procedure and obtained every permit.
I feel like that's
I
all
did
we really
all of
need.
that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. I didn't expect them to disregard the rules altogether. Yes, I know. But anyone who's staying at the theater is one of us. If I can't even protect the members of the theater from outside pressure, then I have failed in my duty as a manager.
These
In
NPCs
summary,
need to go back
you
to the
need
kitchen and make me a
sufficient
sandwich.
confidence and
Exactly.
strict adherence to the rules. At least for now, they don't have
Go
the
back in the
authority
kitchen
to
and get me some
demolish the
primo
theater.
gems.
As long as you double
So I
down
can
on that
actually
point
roll
and
for the
force
actual
them to
character.
concede it, you'll gain an advantage.
All right, got it.
I've seen many situations like this before. The Academia sure likes to get its nose into everyone's business. While you prepare for the debate, I will also prepare the theater for the potential aftermath.
Look, the
It's
only
best to prepare for
NPCs
the
in this
worst
game
outcome.
that have rights are Enjo, that one lady who cucked us when we first got to Inazuma, and the perfume lady. And Stanley. Stanley can stay. Other than that, they have no rights.
once you're done chatting, do me a favor and tell our customers that we're canceling all of our shows.
Do we really have to?
Right now, no one's in the right frame of mind to perform. I have to consider both our staff and our customers. This is the only way. Nilou,
Third rate duelist, fourth fifth deck,
you
plus
are
Poindexter, plus
incredible.
helping the monarchy.
With your
There we
talent
go.
and youth, you had the least
Being
to
grinding
lose
for
out of all
Kusanali,
of us.
JC, nice.
And yet you were still the first to take a stand.
I've never thought
I've
about
got enough
leaving
of the
your
flowers.
theater, Mr. Zubair. I
And plenty of
truly
stuff to
love
level
this
her up
place,
with the books and
I want
gold.
to keep dancing here. I
Haven't
also want
farmed
to keep
talents
dancing
yet,
with
but that's
everyone
fine.
else.
You're becoming more and more like her. Do your best. We'll do all that we can, and leave the rest to fate.
You're gonna triple crown her. I'll have to see what she actually does. I have actually started using my crowns.
Teacher. She was an excellent dancer, but she's retired now. If we have time later, I'd be happy to tell you more about her.
Could you tell us it in the actual cutscenes and not just random flavor text between NPC Masterpiece Theater? Yeah, I finally, for the longest time, I did not crown anybody, but I have been dabbling lately. I think I got, I did, yeah, Raiden's ult, Ayato's skill, and I think Mona's ult? No, actually. Oh, that's right, I crowned her normal. I crowned her normal because of DPS Mona. Means. Don't run DPS Mona. Don't be like me, kids.
No one is allowed to bully Miss Nilou.
Watch out, Mr. Bad Guy! Pow! Bam!
When the day comes, I'll get my friends and the theater's customers to come and support Nilou. If anything goes wrong, I'll have them scream and shout and drown out whatever Sharif says.
That's the worst Black Eyed Peas song.
I can't do that? Fine.
That's not true. That is not true. I'm a bee exists. That is not true. Scream and shout is not as bad as I'm a bee. Ignore me.
I didn't expect you all to challenge the academia. That reminded me of my younger years. Back then, I feared nothing and no one, and I was always charging into the most dangerous of places. I can't do things like that anymore, but
Am I
those were
sure?
some of
Yes.
the best times of my life.
Sorry. If the theater really
Scream and
ends up being
shout's not good
demolished,
either,
then you,
but at least it
Soreen,
sounds
and
like
Abby
real
will-
music.
It's all right. There's no need to think such heavy thoughts. Even if the building
I'm a
gets
bee.
demolished, its people will still all be here.
I'm a bee is
Have
literal
faith in the
literal
resilience
torture,
of an adventurer.
and
We
then
can
Dirty
always
Bit
figure
is
something
almost
out.
as bad.
But won't you have regrets if things just come to an abrupt end? It'd be like when you were forced to stop adventuring.
Does anyone even remember Dirty Bit?
So that's what you
For
were
everyone's
worrying about.
for your own sanity, I
Relax.
hope nobody
I've
else here
had
remembers
a lot
Dirty
of
Bit.
experience with regret. Things are painful at first, but as they say, time heals all wounds. Look at us now. Serene and Abi are happy.
Dirty Bit.
And Serene is also just passed his theater exam. He can start acting soon.
Yeah, it might actually even be worse than I'm a Bee now that I think about it. It's the Black Eyed Peas song that samples I Had the Time of My Life. I think that's the actual name of the song. I forget. Y'all know what I'm talking about though, even if you don't. It samples that song, and like it starts out fine. Like the first couple of seconds are literally just like a remix of I Had the Time of My Life. It's like, oh, okay, this isn't bad, and then like the actual Dirty Bit part kicks in, and it's like the most atonal. It's fucking bad. You enjoy looking that up, Dusk. I will pray for your soul.
He was thrilled because he can soon perform on the same stage as you. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for our past struggles. And would Serene have become a happier person? That's hard to say.
Are you trying to make us feel better?
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here at the theater has taught me an important lesson. The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it. I can choose to believe that my life ended with my husband's death. Or
Someone say
I can choose to
Fuwa,
believe
if
that it was
only.
a blessing in disguise for Serene and Abi. Similarly, even if this theater disappears, a new beginning might just be around the corner. Good and bad are all human-made concepts. It all depends on how we choose to see things.
Without evil, there
You
could
have a
be
point.
no good, so it must be
Nilou,
good to be
I
evil
know how important Zubair
sometimes.
Theater is to you.
It's a
You don't
guilty
have to be so
pleasure.
nervous.
No, it is
We're all
not.
here with you. The theater won't go down so easily.
It's just guilty.
Thank you, Miss Raykar.
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired me with your bravery. You might have what it takes to become an excellent adventurer.
She already has.
You're too kind. All right, I gotta cheer up. I can't waste everyone's words of encouragement. I feel a lot better.
Good. My children and I will be cheering you on at the debate.
Show's canceled, boys. The No Fun Police is back.
You're here. Is the theater actually closing?
He's been worried sick for a while now. He wouldn't stop talking the whole way back.
Hey, you two.
What exactly happened? Did someone come down from the academia?
Yes. He told us that we have to shut down the theater within 30 days, and that it's going to be demolished.
What the heck? That came with no warning.
They're
I
messing
mean,
with us again.
It came with a
Don't tell
30-day
me
warning.
You'll have to listen to him.
Come on.
Oh,
You know the answer
Archon
to
family
that.
vacation. That's adorable.
Yeah, it is a direct order from the academia.
There's no need to worry, though. I'm preparing for a public debate with the academia. If I win, we might be able to overturn things and change their minds.
Really? That's terrific. You have my full support. No doubt about that.
Mine too.
Lend your
So
old
what was their
playlist
excuse
when you
anyway?
work. Oh god.
They still not a fan of the theater's programs?
Yeah, something like that.
Good thing they have the power to make rash decisions about things they don't even understand, huh?
Yeah, they need to touch more grass, not books.
Trying way, way too hard to be cool, localization team. Trying way too hard. Oh dear God. Bruh. That might be worse than Shao outright using the term fanfic. Bruh. Ow. Oh god.
Exactly. They want to look down on us? Ha! We'll look down on them first.
Don't worry.
Everyone's
here has your back.
looking at him like,
The
bruh.
academia's recklessness won't get them any
You're
praise.
being cringe. You feel like that was
Right.
directed at
They
Twitter?
might think that some
Probably.
forms of knowledge are more valuable than others, but everyone
It got spoiled
can
for you on
equally
Twitter.
appreciate
Oh
art.
no.
If they don't believe that, send them my way. I got
Holy
them beat
shit.
on this subject.
Bruh.
Maybe you can prepare some questions on the details of dance performance to make things harder for them at the debate.
Sounds like a good idea. Maybe that's something I should do.
Ignore him. He's joking. Just do things your way. No matter what, we will always support you.
Thank you all so much. Your understanding and support make me feel a lot better.
Would
There
it
are
books
always
count
more
as
solutions than
grass?
problems.
Technically, yes.
If you need help during the debate, just shout and the entire Grand Bazaar
This is
will
what the
be at
Genshin
your
team
beck and
sees
call.
when they go on Twitter, yes.
Gotta show them who has the people's support.
Which subset of the Genshin fanbase specifically do you think the touch grass comment was directed at? The people who complain about the lack of endgame, the people who complain about the racial diversity? Which one? Which one do you think that the localization team was most annoyed with? That they felt the need to sneak that in?
I feel like the pieces are starting to
Yes.
fall into place. Let's head back to the theater and organize our thoughts.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
head back
And
to the
I should
theater.
also be back soon.
Oh, 5 feet away.
Abi? Yes, Inaya?
According to JC, the fans have a thing for Naida. Oh, God.
No, Miss Nilou. Miss Inaya isn't back yet.
Endgame maybe, but who knows?
Wasn't she just passing on a message? Does she really need this much time?
Do not touch the dot, Ariel. The racial stuff you think? Probably those. I think. Oh yeah, I fixed your art. Yeah, those people.
Oh no.
I will say, can I just? I'm not sure how hashtag controversial, problematic, or whatever this is to say, but can I just say that I think it's pretty cool of the localization team anyway. Like the lack of variety in the skin tones for the actual characters is very strange and fucked up and all that. It doesn't bother me like it does a lot of other people, but it is fucked up. Can I just say how much I appreciate the localization, at least attempting to make up for that with the voice actors? Like, I think just about all of the actual voice actors for a good part of the Sumeru characters have been like darker skinned. Like I don't know. I don't know if they literally specifically did that to like try and compensate for the issue or what. But like I did notice that as I was seeing voice actor announcements, I was like, oh, that's kind of neat.
Traveler, Paimon, I think I've messed up big time.
It sucks that you can't have them like properly represented in game, but like, hey, I appreciate colorblind casting.
What if Inaya never planned to come back?
What?
That's been a huge thing lately. The whole Cleveland show recast thing, and it's like, it goes both ways. Like, unless you're specifically doing like a live action thing that's like very, very explicitly about like a historical thing that would be inaccurate to have a different race in the role, it's like, what the fuck ever. Pick whoever's best for the part.
It's just a gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably feels like she's completely responsible for what happened.
You will pry Phil Lamar as Samurai Jack from my cold dead fingers. Those very same voice actors are being attacked by Twitter. Genshin Twitter never actually cared. Yep, pretty much. I like I said, I saw that and I appreciated immensely seeing that so many of them I'm not sure about the actual race of any of them. Like, they're all very clearly darker skinned for the most part. I saw that, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I haven't seen anybody else talk about it. Like, none of the people on Twitter who were complaining about, the actual character skin colors, like, acknowledged that at all. And I get it, because again, in the actual context of the game, it's like, it doesn't really fix anything at the end of the day. Like, the fact is, in the actual game itself, most people don't give a shit about the voice actors, sadly. Hence why they're paid so shittily in higher budget games. This is apropos of no current controversy.
She probably thinks that all of this happened because she was staying here.
Oh, right. As soon as her father showed up, she said that her father was targeting her. So she's felt like that this whole time.
If we were dealing with a game under less Chinese influence, things might change. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, look at Carol. Carol's fucking great. Like I said, I think it's just that because it is a Chinese game and because Genshin is such a fucking financial institution in the country at this point. You got MiHoYo taking a lot of that money and like building new schools and shit apparently. Like and a good chunk of that income does come from China itself, so they don't want to alienate their hometown or whatever too much. Like, I get it. I don't like it, but I get it.
She has a long-standing conflict with her father. That's why she ran away from home.
Honkai has kind of found their own niche at this point, so they can kind of get away with doing whatever the hell they want. Giving characters like Carol also, but
she doesn't think that we can win the debate, and she doesn't want to implicate us, so she thought leaving was the best thing to do.
Thank you, Secret.
Mm-hmm. And then she just quietly left afterward.
She should never ever come back so that the rest of this quest can actually be about Nilou.
Exactly. She's being too pessimistic. How will you know if you don't try? Anyway, first things first. We have to get her back.
But where should we start? Sumeru is huge!
I think I might know.
It really is.
Let's start by looking outside the city. Before I brought her to Zubair Theater, she was staying at a remote
I think
campsite.
Sumeru is the biggest country we've gotten yet, right?
Drinking unclean water, so I carried her back.
And it's not even done. I think we're getting a third area later on.
Leaving the theater, she might go back and strike out on her own again.
Then let's go
Yeah,
take a
like
look.
you're right, Dusk. Yeah.
Yes.
Like
let's
Philomar
hurry.
voices all kinds of characters. Like I just feel like the whole Cleveland thing was, or I don't, was it anyone? It was a couple of other shows. It wasn't just Cleveland. Like it was in general. There was just kind of an uproar over the idea of white people playing black characters. And again, I get it. I do. But the thing is, again, there are also people like Philomar out there where it goes both ways. Like you have people of color or people who are Asian or what have you voicing characters that like are not the same. I feel like I know Slippery Slope is typically not considered a valid argument, but like it's genuinely I genuinely worry about that kind of shit these days, and I don't want it to come to that. Again, I feel like so long as it's not like some kind of huge historical piece where like racism or slavery is like literally a huge part of the story, then I especially with voiceover roles, then I don't see the point in making a fuss over it.
There are signs that someone had stayed here very recently.
But we can't confirm if it was Inaya or not. Let's take a look around first. Did you hear that?
Been seeing people mod Genshin. Is that legal?
I heard it too. Let's investigate.
Uh-oh, what the hell?
It sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Yes, we're almost there.
Stay back!
Oh, I have her! Oh, shit! Okay, what do you do?
She's being attacked by wild animals.
You dance?
Inaya, don't be scared. We're coming to help.
Hydro infusion. Ah! That does not last long. What do they got you on? Give Rosaria her boobs back. Give Rosaria her boobs back. That's never gonna happen. Wow, noblesse. I can't believe it. Oh, I can't look at the specifics. I'm curious how they built her. I have a vague idea of how you're supposed to build her.
Access denied.
Nope. No, no, no. No, put me back on her. I need to try her while I still can. Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure you want to build her
Thank
HP
you.
only. And definitely not on
There weren't so
Noblesse.
many big animals in this area before. They chased after me for a long time.
I also believe the way she excels in teams is you're supposed to run her with nothing but other Hydro and Dendro units. And she can basically just, like, fucking proc blooms infinitely or some bullshit like that. Again, one of the reasons I do want her. Like, again, I like the fact that they're releasing more and more characters like this. Like, yes, she's very niche, but, again, just the fact that she actually needs a different build and will probably have more she'll probably get better options as more characters get added. They're doing that a lot lately. Like, I feel like both her and Candace, and even Sino to a degree, are all kind of characters who are just waiting for a better Dendro applicator.
Sorry.
Oops.
I'm causing trouble for you again.
Niche or neat but not needed? Yeah. Again, I like it, though. I like actually having a use for all my fucking HP cups. I like it when characters want something other than attack, element, crit damage, or crit rate. Like, it's interesting.
Why did you leave by yourself? You really don't think we have a chance at winning the debate?
No. I just thought it would take too much effort.
Or worse, EM. I've gotten very lucky with EM. Pretty much all the EM scaling characters are Animo, and I actually have enough full EM sets for all my Animo characters. But yeah, those EM cups are a bitch to get. They are rarer than the Element cups.
Everything
for some
happened
reason.
because of me. If I'm gone, then the situation will resolve itself.
Stop trying to make the quest about you. The no fun police would be trying to shut us down either way.
Yeah, everyone's working together towards a happier ending. No one should be singled out for blame.
It's all right if it's me. As long as the theater won't get demolished. You guys are the kindest people I've ever met. You shouldn't suffer so much because of me.
Me.
Listen to me, Inaya.
It's all about me.
Even if you were
NPC
the
number
reason that all of this
217.
happened, no one would blame you. Mr. Zubair said that you're one of us, so that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
Nilou, there will always be a victim. Whether it's me or the theater.
Julie Kavanaugh, the
can't
voice of
eat
March,
your
is a medical
cake and have
conditioner.
it
That's right. That's
too.
why March talks like that. Really? I did not know that. Her condition's getting worse each year. There's a modern episode where they have her singing Jesus Christ. Oh, damn, I had no idea. Jesus.
You can't win a debate against the academia. Especially
Poor lady.
since your opponent will be my father.
That's why we just kill him.
My father is an extremely demanding man.
Get 2 characters to go with your ride, and you can finally make a team called Terry Maysu. Oh, yeah. Yo, yeah. Yeah, wait a minute. Shit, I mean, we already kind of have a full set of Honkai XPs. If you really want to count Zhongli as a Welt one and Venti as a Wendy one, I feel like both of those are kind of weird, but once we get Nahida and Al Haytham, we'll definitively have a team Honkai. We can get Raiden, Miko, Al Haytham, and Nahida. Double Dendro, double Electro. Yo, that's actually gonna be a pretty sick team. Oh, I can't fucking wait to do that. Holy shit.
He's always wanted me to become an exceptional researcher.
Aggravate kinda crazy.
And his academic successor. I tried my best to meet his expectations and did everything I could. But he still wasn't satisfied. Or rather, he had just never been satisfied with me.
I'll never be satisfied.
I'm no genius. But whenever he berated me, it was always as if he was asking me, why aren't you a genius? Yeah, like I'd know.
So that's why you ran away from home?
At first, I thought the father would slowly come to terms with reality. But he just wouldn't stop berating me.
What does aggravate do again? It's when if a character is if an enemy is already quickened, then the next Dendro or Electro attack you use on them will do like fucking double damage or some shit.
For one exam, I earned the 3rd highest score.
Or just like bonus damage based on elemental mastery. I think it's something like that.
I thought that all my hard work had finally paid off.
You know what, lady? You know what?
I
Shut up.
even used the embroidery skill. I thought
Shut up. I'm done.
even this daughter can make her father
Hey,
happy
Minato.
sometimes.
This girl thinks this song is about her, and she's right.
I see.
But we're not gonna humor her.
When we were embroidering your gift before, I didn't feel like you were new.
We're here for Nilou.
Yeah. Sorry for not bringing it up. These are not pleasant memories for me. I was tired of him yelling at me every day, but he was more angry than ever before once I'd given him my embroidery and you think you should be proud of 3rd place? I forgot how long I'd cried for. They argued for such a long time. I've completely
Literally,
given
why
up.
couldn't this just be about Nilou?
We're destined to never understand each
Why
other.
couldn't it just be her?
How horrible.
Fucking good God.
I don't think you can beat him in a debate. Because he doesn't even understand what kind of place a theater is. He can never understand the relationship performers have with their audience. He just wants everything to happen according to his wishes. What we cherish, our little place in this world, means
I forgot what
nothing to
game I'm
him.
playing. Again, they're not all like this. We have had some good ones. Like, Tignari's was fucking great. The last Archon quest was great.
It sounds like your past has had a huge impact on you.
A Genshin impact?
I understand now, Inaya. But when we were preparing for the debate, I heard something quite wise.
Yeah, Elon's
Maybe
quest
it'll
was
help
good.
you.
Like it was pretty NPC heavy, but like the actual politics of the situation were interesting, and we did still spend like a majority of the time in the quest with her. Like we were just investigating the NPCs together with her. Like, oh no. Oh, not this shit again.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Not this shit.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
I still barely understand how this shit works.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior.
Can somebody edit the text out of these bubbles and just put like you know, macro text over over her face, just saying no thoughts, head empty.
No, there should be something else that's more relevant. Miss Raykar has gone through a lot in her life, but she told us that she's very happy to live at the theater now.
Who Amelia played 13 Sentinel.
Although she ran into misfortune, it led her down a new path in life. She sees that as a blessing. She told me that the most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Interpret it?
I can sympathize with your unhappiness at home, but after you ran away, you ended up at the theater and became one of us. Those unhappy experiences allowed you to really cherish your bonds with everyone, and also gave you the opportunity to become friends with us. Don't let your past suffering keep you from the new life that you've worked so hard to find.
Oh.
Let the past stay in the past.
When I ran away from home, I swore that I would leave my but you're right.
Maybe you'll disappoint him, but that doesn't matter. You have a new future waiting for you. Don't let go of the answer you've worked so hard to find.
That's right. If we put our heads together, there's bound to be a way.
You're right. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not trying to meet his expectations. I can't afford to lose anything more. The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with Father.
That's the spirit!
Let's go. I'll tell my father about the debate. I know him very well.
All right, let's go.
I'm glossing her text at this point. I literally don't care. Oops. Like, god fucking damn it. Sorry to interrupt this gotcha performance. I was gonna say, yeah, it's not, like, on top of just, like, not giving a shit because green text NPCs, like, something about her voice is slightly off. I can't quite put my finger on it. You know what would be neat? Require minimal effort for this game. Running across terrain from battle area to battle area under dark / less sunny, but on the way you encounter randomized ways that don't just wait for you and actively chase you down. Could be cool. Hey, Best, welcome back. Yeah, I mean, does anybody care? Does anybody care what NPC number 217 has to say about her Diad? I don't think so.
Well, I'm off to meet with him.
Okay. Looking forward to your good news.
Thinking about something, what you got? Also, Dust, congratulations, you are now Common Rider Chair. I need to get your name centered.
That should be everything. The only thing left to do now is to wait until the debate. I'm not sure why, but I'm getting nervous again.
You were great, Nilou! Your words won over Inaya!
2-star minimum for you to even consider having your name, like I said.
And you'll get an easy win!
Thanks for that,
Enjo,
Paimon.
lady who cucked us in Inazuma,
But I still feel
Perfume
like it'll
Lady,
be an uphill battle.
and Stanley.
I need to be calmer, cooler, and more collected.
Those are the only acceptable NPCs.
Yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative, so I'll need to act brave. Even if I won't. Huh?
Oh, shit.
What's
Sorry,
that?
Nilou. I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to cut you off. Good God. Is there a Lily for art and performance?
Huh? What a strange question. Isn't a theater just a theater? Why would it need to be anything else?
Wait. You're not asking what the theater does, but what it is. Let me think. How can I put this?
Oh my god.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior. Everyone is free to... Inaya really wants to win. She doesn't want to lose anything else because of her painful past. Not quite right. Not quite right, but it's close. Ah, got it. When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not
People
of
were
the
comparing
theater,
gender-affirming
but of the
surgery to
people whose lives have been
lobotomies.
touched by it.
Outstanding.
Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words,
Enjo companion
it's
event
like a
when
bond.
fucking please.
A bond?
The theater provides money for Miss Raykar and her children, inspiration for Mr. Kasani, and enjoyment for the people of the Great Bazaar. It also gives Inaya shelter from her family. It has brought us together after taking care of every single one of us. And its story won't end here.
Rana the Undying. Yo, fuck Rana.
In the future,
I feel
many
literally
more
the
people will
only
come to
reason
the
I
theater
even
and
remember who
receive
that
its
is
blessing.
because of how ungodly
all
long
be
that
there
quest
for them.
lasted.
Our
Fuck
warm,
Rana. She's
welcoming
useless too.
community
She's also
will
a
show
1
them
star
the
as far as
same
I'm concerned. I
kindness
don't
we
care.
were
I don't
shown in
get.
the past.
I don't even give a shit that she got a
Aside
vision at
from
the end.
Delivery of
Fuck her.
performances, isn't this another reason for Zubair Theater's continued existence?
Go through a fucking
Yeah,
20-hour
that makes
quest for her
sense.
sorry
We
ass.
definitely felt that warmth during the preparations for the event. But Paimon doesn't see how this will help in the debate. Oh, gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to go on the defensive if pressed on a weak point.
I feel like that's another prong in our attack. Thank you so much.
Paimon also feels a lot more relieved. Let's show him what we got!
Sorry for the wait. I'm back. Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected. It didn't take long for him to accept the debate. It is set for 2 days from now. Why are you all smiling so much? Did something good happen?
Yeah, we had a conversation without you!
We realized that your dad might not be as scary as we had thought.
We just finished our prep. Rest easy. It will all turn out well. We have to win. No, we will win, Inaya.
Fingers crossed.
You forgot who she was until I mentioned the 20-hour quest. Yeah.
Everything is ready. The only thing left is to wait until the day after tomorrow.
I hope I'll actually be able to get some sleep over the next 2 nights.
Let the voice of love take you higher? I still cannot believe they did this. They did actually change the clock so that you could put it 2 days forward at once instead of just 1 day at a time. But they didn't actually change it so that you could skip this animation or literally anything helpful. I don't know where you find these comments, Bess. Good God, like, I'm sorry, but Jesus Christ. Okay. Why didn't that work? Oh, did I go I fucking went too far, didn't I? Motherfucker. Oh, God. Whatever, close enough. Yeah, that's why I'm not sure where you saw this. If it was you just clicked on something innocent sounding. No.
I do try to lighten the mood sometimes, but I'm not the best judge of other people's sense of humor.
And like I said, that's why I just don't read YouTube comments.
It's already debate time! did a lot of preparations with Nilou. Hopefully they were helpful.
So, the weather. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Mamma mia. Alright, debate me, bro!
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the Academia, and I will serve as this debate's
I feel like
adjudicator.
Java's insane for being manipulated by doctors. Yeah, good god.
I swear to judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I will neither interfere with the proceedings nor demonstrate
Is that actually
bias.
happening to Java specifically? Like people giving
I
her a
ask
hard
for
time?
both
Jesus
parties
Christ.
to stand. May the Dendro Archon also
so, I'm about
serve
to
as
murder a man.
witness to this duel of wits.
Since you so desperately demand an explanation, I
No,
will
okay,
expound
yeah,
on the
just
Academia's
in general, people like her,
stance.
yeah.
You may have misunderstood us from the outset and believe that the Academia is prejudiced against you. However, the truth is that the Academia wishes for every resident of Sumeru to be afforded opportunities to grow and cultivate their wisdom. Therefore, the works they consume should also possess enlightening qualities and
Potentially
intellectual
fourth place after the
value.
jump. Very nice.
We have failed to identify these qualities
I
in
was
the
in
shows
third last
performed
I
at
looked.
Zubair Theater. In other words, instead of struggling against the Academia in pointless confrontations, if you had spent your time reflecting on improving the quality of your shows and enlightening your audience.
This asshole is this whole shit where it's like, oh, this isn't a valid way of doing things. It reminds me of that one really bad episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, where they crash land on a planet and their communicators aren't working, and they find a colony of people who crashed there previously who have like eked out a lifestyle of just like not using any of the modern Federation technology, and the bitch who runs the place is like literally a fucking tyrant who like locks people up, who locked a guy up in a goddamn hotbox just for stealing a fucking candle. And, like, it's not even enough that she is imposing her will on this community she already has. Like, she tries to do the same to Cisco and O'Brien, who crashed there. And fucking like, O'Brien keeps trying to sneak off to try to fix their own ship, because, like, okay, you guys are miserable here, that's fine, we want to go home. She tries to put him in the hotbox, too, and she's like, this man has committed the greatest crime of all. He has wasted precious time that could have been spent better reading my books or harvesting crops and la-dee-da-dee. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, your rural simplicity bullshit. Goddamn elves. You're wearing clothes. You're fucking wearing clothes. The application of human ingenuity is technology. Shut the fuck up. Get naked and climb in a tree. Fuck you.
Zubair Theater would not
Arbitrary
be today
line bullshit.
facing such a tragic fate.
I can connect Star Trek to literally everything.
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure.
I hate that fucking episode.
Can Nilou stand her ground?
Calm down, Nilou. First, carefully analyze what he said.
What's always
Said
super
that
funny
we were
to me.
shut down not because the Academia looks down on the arts,
The
but
title
rather
naked
because our
street
shows aren't up
climber.
to their standards. However,
Oh my god, Nilou,
the
you're killing
most
me.
important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret
I'm writing it down.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everyone is free to appreciate art. Inaya really wants to win. The theater carries everyone's feelings.
Boy, I sure do wish I could remember what the text was for what I'm trying to find.
Don't think that would make for a good rebuttal. Don't think that would make... Don't think that would... In your eyes, our shows can't meet
Should
the
we save that
Academia's
title for once
expectations.
we return to the auto arc and
Shouldn't
honk
it
guy?
be the
Nah,
audience
it's
who
fine.
decides if a show is intellectual
It's not
or
the same
enlightening?
thing.
Why is someone from the academia judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all. Everyone has the right to appreciate art.
Appreciation is but a primitive form of satisfaction. Guidance and enlightenment are necessary if we are to induce growth in the performers as well as the audience. This stance holds performers to a higher standard and encourages the development of the arts. If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for the betterment of society, then the people will not be able to develop a greater level of artistic understanding.
Okay, asshole.
Nurturing the populace's
what other arts are
understanding
available in the
requires
city?
a long and arduous process.
Where's the other
And
theater group
guiding
that's
this
acceptable?
process is the academia's true goal.
This is the only fucking theater troupe in the goddamn city. We're not smart enough. Fucking there are no alternatives, dick.
He changed the topic without batting an eye. Good thing I'm prepared. If I remember correctly, what I should say here is... Someone at our theater has tried that before. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could connect with his works. I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating complicated works. If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feelings,
Yo, that cat's moving
then
and
its
grooving.
contents may as well be a castle in the sky.
Like
What's
they're
the
driven to
point
tears by the idea of a
performing
man
show
putting
that
on a
its audience
dress.
can't even follow?
Yeah, it's pretty
That
goddamn
would only
pathetic.
be forcing people to watch something they don't like.
You can only reach that conclusion from a place of ignorance.
Your face is a place
In
of
that
ignorance.
case, before passing judgment, you should first become a better dancer than me.
Woo!
You
girl!
tell them, Nilou.
Dance off! Dance off right now, you and her. Let's fucking go.
Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of the quality of Zubair Theater's programs. Likewise, the definition that Nilou put forth is but her personal opinion. Neither party is the
Finally,
victor
some
for this
bite,
particular
girl.
point of contention.
Do it again. Get his ass.
Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise greater control on their emotions.
Keep it up, Nilou! You're doing great!
You're doing great, sweetie.
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete matters. The essence of this issue is that you have violated the law, so you must now pay the price for your transgression.
She hasn't, though.
This course of action is also completely procedurally sound. We have already contacted Zubair Theater multiple times regarding the theater's repertoire. However, you have consciously ignored our warnings, or perhaps your compliance was purely superficial. Regardless, that failure has indirectly led to the present day's proceedings.
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed by the Academia.
He started talking about procedural stuff, so I need to focus on...
The most important thing about an experience is...
Art must first be appreciated.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everyone is free to appreciate art. Inaya really wants to win. The theater carries everyone's feelings. Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operations. Everything is perfectly filled out and valid. Although the theater's performances don't
Gonna be a
align
while
with
before
the
that
Academia's
auto-argument
requests,
ER1 chapter comes
the
first.
law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason.
The guy wouldn't immediately start crying in a war. Yeah, nah. Yeah, pointing to war types as an example of how things should be is always really fucking stupid.
Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Otherwise, the theater can continue to operate as long as its license is valid. Failing to follow these rules makes your stance procedurally unsound.
Yeah! Yeah!
Get his ass!
That's right!
There are different ways to apply the rules. There is precedent for this. So long as this matter is discussed within the Academia, this course of action will come to pass.
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of them support Sharif's claim and position.
Yo, with the 10%!
However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the Academia. In other words, premature notice of demolition is indeed a rash act.
That's more than enough. We've proven that the Order is unreasonable as it currently stands.
Cease your futile resistance.
Nilou's definitely won this point, right?
He's gonna bite back. This is too perfect.
You're right. Stay focused, Nilou.
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact
I'm
that
not
your
giving war a
performances
chance, fuck
violated
that.
the Academia's policies on numerous occasions. Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in Sumeru.
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater's performing rights.
That's a thing?
I thought we literally knew that.
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience and their patronage as your source of income. Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building. And without its performances, the theater has nothing else of value.
What you said isn't true at all.
Keep it cool, Nilou.
He's trying to poke ya! Don't reply! Don't respond, Nilou!
Right. I need to keep calm, but just a little more. Zubair Theater isn't just a performance venue to us.
I was gonna say, do you people even charge? I didn't think you guys even charged.
Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than that. It's been our home for a long time. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore, but she has found a stable career and a new life at the theater.
Okay, never mind. I guess we
Her
do charge.
son, Soren, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater to watch us grow. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on, and they always tell us lots of entertaining stories. Even Inaya wants to stay with us, and she's starting to look forward to a new future. Zubair Theater exists for them, for every single one of us.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experiences. However, you have misconstrued something, young miss. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal theater operations. Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees work for their wages, and the audience comes to enjoy performances.
Yeah?
Relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. They may be pleasant and captivating, but they can only ever be secondary.
I'm sorry, what is that? I blacked out. Why is... Are you saying having fun at work is illegal?
When scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems,
Is
we
running a
share
company
our knowledge
illegal?
and resources with one another as if we were all kin. However, this collaboration ends after the results of our work are published. The reason is simple. We are scholars, and there are new projects that await our attention.
He really doesn't think much of relationships. Paimon also thinks he did a lot
According to
of work.
Microsoft,
He's been solid as a rock.
You and Stu were talking earlier in stream chat. We're glad alpha males weren't a thing when we were in your anti-SJW phase. Oh God.
Sharif's argument is currently the more
Would have been
persuasive
embarrassing.
of the two
Understandable.
for this point of contention. The continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilou spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition, whereas the situation that Sharif described has been well documented at the Academia.
What are we even arguing about? What?
The Academia has made significant academic contributions, in no small part due to its
What do the
researchers'
fact that the
efficiency
employees
and
get
ability to
along have to do with
compartmentalize.
anything? What?
Oh no, what should we do? Things are going in the opposite direction.
She's baiting him. She's gonna bite his head off again. Please.
So Nilou's got him?
Good. He said what he said. The next argument could decide this debate. But is this really the best thing to do? It might be too cruel to Inaya.
Who?
She already agreed to this. She wants to win, no matter what. Me too. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved or abandoned, those relationships would have no more reason to continue. Then, if someone has failed to live up to his expectations...
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home...
The academia.
Then she shouldn't be your daughter anymore. Right?
Inaya...
Sorry, Nilou.
Oh my
As
fucking god, is
expected,
this bitch really gonna steal the
I should be
spotlight?
the one to say it. You don't need to shoulder this responsibility for me.
Oh my fucking god.
If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, then that goal has ended in complete failure. By your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship as father and daughter.
Bruh.
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party, please speak with caution.
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilou will.
No matter how many disagreements we've had, the truth is that you are still my father.
I
You're
literally
so
have no
immersed in
idea
your
what the
own
argument was
world,
even about.
You can't understand.
I thought that it
why
was
we
just
come
standing order of
together for the sake of
academia that, oh
relationships.
man,
Yeah.
fucking
look
any
down
kind
on
of
us.
performance art is
You
bad.
can watch a dance anywhere.
All
but
that
there's
matters
only
is
one
all that
Zubair
matters is
theater.
knowledge. So
I'm
fuck
almost
this theater
starting
troupe.
to
We're gonna
feel
shut it
sorry
down.
for this guy, what with the idiotic things he said.
Order! Members of the audience, do not interrupt debate proceedings.
Then what? Then why'd you let this bitch up on stage? What is this?
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate.
Fucking, this is some kangaroo court bullshit. Why does the guy presiding not behind a drumhead?
But before that, Father, I have some final words to say.
It's up.
I've been doing
Melody,
some soul
okay.
searching.
Good God.
Not about whether I should have run away from home. I
Shut
kept
up.
trying to earn your approval. That is to say, I was exerting pressure on you. But by doing that, wasn't I just doing the same thing as you?
I have no idea what you're even talking about at this point, lady.
I won't force my expectations upon you anymore. I will move on from my family troubles and strive towards my new goal.
Bruh.
But if you dare to harm this place, then I will stand with my friends here and fight against you.
This is not the time to space out, Sharif. The debate is still underway.
Oh man, he didn't talk for 2 seconds. Way to space out.
You already consider them to be your friends.
You should be asking us that question.
I really wish it had just been a skiing contest instead.
Of course we are! Miss Inaya is a really good friend.
Pizza! French fry!
It was a bit of a process, but we
Feels
won
like
her
it was
over.
written by an AI. It feels like they're just saying words. This feels like Kamen Rider Revice, where like at some point we just completely changed what was even being argued about.
Make no mistake. All those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will always be with her.
Such puerile simplicity. However,
Gotta wait for the
it is
animation.
surprisingly a relief.
This was all a test
Wait,
or something.
what are you... never mind.
Bruh.
They left?
Does that mean we've won?
We won?
Nilou, you're amazing!
Yeah, pretend yeah, sure. Pretend that was her argument to win at the end. This feels like Bendis. Oh god.
I relaxed for a moment and I feel a little faint.
Not Brian Michael Bendis.
It looks like he still has a place for her in his heart.
Terrific work, Nilou and Inaya. They likely won't cause any more trouble for us.
didn't know you could get so fierce. I have a lot of newfound respect for you two.
This really took a lot out of me, though. I don't ever want to do this again.
Bruh.
Both Miss Nilou and Miss Inaya were so cool!
Were they? Were they
Should
really?
we throw a second round of celebrations?
And so the partying commenced. Bruh.
Oh, it's you. Yes, I feel a lot better. The more I think back on everything, the more surreal it all feels. I don't think I could repeat what I did a second time.
Duelist Kingdom Yu-Gi-Oh! Makes more sense than whatever that was. The actual plot, yes. The card game, I'm not so sure. But the actual plot, yes.
Yes, and it's all thanks to you.
Can you, now that I've heard everyone else... Yeah! Oh my... Literally even acknowledging it in the fucking text choice. Are you shitting me? Bruh! Look at this! Look at this text choice not even fucking trying to pretend. Yeah, now that I've fucking endured NPC Masterpiece Theater for the millionth time, why don't you actually fucking tell me about yourself, Nilou?
I see. You mean how fate brought me to the theater, right?
Yes!
Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher who Mr. Zubair had mentioned.
No, tell me about you!
Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child.
Oh my fucking god. Boy, this is more
There
confusing
was a
than how I play
beautiful dancer,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
And from the moment I saw her, I couldn't look away. I thought to myself, the gods must have blessed her with such talent. But later on, she would actually smile down at me and say, just the opposite, in fact. Yeah. She said, dance is an art born from toil. It isn't a gift from the gods, but a creation by our own hands. It is a beautiful thing born from our life experiences. Whenever there is joy or something to be celebrated, people will dance. In other words, any place where people can effortlessly begin a dance will for sure be filled with the blessings of everyone's happiness. She wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted was to see her audience smile.
Cool story, bro?
Right. The same as what Mr. Kasani believes.
Who?
I was completely moved by what she had said, so I started taking dance lessons from her. And later on, I began to dance here in her stead. Before she retired, she told me, for as long as you live, never forget what dance means to others. This is why Mr. Zubair and I never intended to listen to the academia. Even though it ended up causing everyone a whole lot of trouble, thankfully, everything worked out in the end.
I'm glad it worked out. You little patoot.
Although, I do have a small regret.
Who?
Yeah. Even though she has already decided to stop fighting with her father, they never managed to have a real conversation with each other. Before he left, Mr. Sharif looked like he had a lot on his mind. He probably has a lot of things he wants to say, but will now perhaps never get a chance to.
Yeah, it really is a shame. I'm really sad that this NPC couldn't resolve her daddy issues. It's a shame we're never gonna get any follow-up. Truly a tragedy.
Yeah, but I still hope that things can change. It never hurts to have hope. You and Paimon are more than welcome to keep attending our shows. Who knows? Next time, you might see Inaya on the stage.
I don't care.
Are you still worried about Inaya? Let's be sure to come back often. Who knows? Maybe things will have worked out for her.
Wait for the debate 2 days later. We had the debate!
You two are welcome here anytime. Seeing you safe and sound in between adventures will keep me from worrying too much about you. I think I already see you two as people of the Grand Bazaar. Yep, without a doubt.
Okay. We're not done? The fuck are we waiting for? We're not debating again. I don't know what the fuck it... Okay. Either something's bugged or the text says wait for 2 days for the debate. Like, the debate's over. We ain't doing another one.
Can swing the results of a single game. But it's
Yeah, I think they just fucking forgot to translate the text or something. And just recycled it from the last time I had to do this. There we go. Budget? Do the nay-nay! Do the whip! Whip your hair back and forth! Wow, never mind.
Everyone,
I said something about budget,
I'd
never
like to
mind.
introduce you to our newest member, Hinaya.
I don't care!
Hello, everyone.
Oh my god!
She'll be dancing
Go
for us
away!
from now on. So please, give her your support.
Wow.
Hinaya's taking her place on the stage! Oh, Paimon wonders how she'll look when she starts dancing.
Probably very, very stupid unless they actually
about it,
blew budget on this
happy endings
NPC.
like this sure aren't easy to come by.
A lot of things came together to make this happen. I just wish I remembered what any of them were.
Nilou's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's determination? Huh? What do you mean by that?
He literally just gave up when his daughter backtalked him.
You do have a point there.
It'll be the Japanese humor, not
Demolition
Webham
Thing was
dance.
going
Oh
overboard.
no.
But he really could have banned Nilou and the others from dancing. If he really wanted to be ruthless, he could have done some real damage, even without winning the debate. Oh well, it's not like we can understand how people like him think. Let's focus on watching the performance.
Let's see if they actually put money into this.
Wait, look who the cat dragged in!
Look what the
that
cat
Inaya's
dragged in and
father?
threw up all over.
Oh, it's you two. I don't have much to do today, so I just came to look around this place.
Are you looking for Inaya?
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need to trouble her. Well, I was for a time. My loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face for the academia, so there was a period of unrest.
Bruh.
I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me from duty. Otherwise, the rumors would probably persist for
I
even
repeat,
longer.
literally, why
Suspended
didn't they
from
just make this
duty?
guy Nilou's dad?
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed.
Like, that shit
However,
still would have
I
been
now have an
confusing because I
abundance of
don't even know what they
time,
were
so I
fucking
can afford
arguing
to
about
come
towards
here
the
and
end,
watch
but
your show.
literally, why was this
I
not
admit
just
that I do
Nilou's
not
dad?
understand the magic that this theater possesses, but my curiosity has been piqued. I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inaya would almost certainly mature in the presence of such a person. There are no parents who do not worry about their children. I suppose she managed to hit a weak spot of mine. Never mind. I do not have the right to say that.
You're already here, so you might as well go see her.
No, that is not necessary. I will take my leave after the show concludes. Do not tell her that I was here.
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again?
Oh my god.
But
We are actually wasting budget on this bitch dancing.
you said you were going to make peace with your past.
Oh,
Show your
no.
father how much you've grown.
Just budget on her talking to her dad.
Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You sure they'll be okay?
Who cares?
But I think we should have faith in them.
Riveting.
Yes, Inaya.
Oh my
I have
fucking
something
god.
for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours if you'll take it.
Huh?
You don't have to take it. It's fine.
Why?
Never mind.
Let's have a heart-to-heart. Father.
We wasted budget on
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their feelings.
We wasted budget on that.
Yeah. She probably would have snuck away as well if I didn't drag her back.
Do you think they'll be able to reconcile?
Who cares?
I'm not sure. A complete reconciliation may also not be the best thing for them right now. All those years of arguments and misunderstandings can't be settled overnight. It might be best if they continue to keep some distance for now. But no matter where their hearts and bodies may be, they will always be family. All I wish for them is to be able to one day tap into the warmth of that bond. Oh, by the way, everyone's really thankful to you for helping out with the debate. So, we made you a little something. Hope you'll like it.
I repeat, she got fucked over twice. Like, she barely had anything to do in the main plot either. And then she didn't get to fucking do anything here. Bruh. Fucking JC, are you seeing this shit?
Isn't this Zubair Theater? Whoa, this is amazing. It's so detailed and polished.
Those are the lower points of Honkai. Even the
We've
low
also
points of
never
Honkai,
made
like
anything
May's
this
heel, like
complicated
May's
before.
turn to Kevin and the clown masterpiece clown theater, whatever the fuck I called them. Like Edelgard theater. Like even that shit was bad. Cause it's just the nihilism bullshit. It went on for too long, and then May's plan was kind of cringe. It made sense in a way, but like it was kind of dumb also. But again, like even at least that shit was about the characters. It was about the clown theater trying to dominate Kiana's mind, and her finally coming to terms with a lot of the shit that's happened. It was at least fucking about her. It wasn't Kiana trying to stop it from dominating some random NPC's mind. The May thing was a little silly, but, like, it was about May and Kiana's relationship. That was the crux of that whole thing. Like, bruh.
Mr. Zubair and Mr. Kasani took charge of the design, while Inaya and
May
I
and
made all
Kiana
the little
didn't
pieces
fight
with the help of
because
others.
fucking, I don't know, one of Raven's kids or whatever was in danger or some bullshit. It was a very complex situation driven by the emotions of the characters involved.
Miss Raykar and Miss Nadja made and assembled the centerpiece. As adventurers, you two will doubtlessly travel to many more lands and see many more things. That's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey. You two are welcome back anytime.
We'll come back and watch you dance whenever we get the chance.
It's a shame you're not an Archon, so you're never getting a Story Quest Part 2, and you're probably never gonna be fucking seen again besides maybe some events. Thanks for the consideration, though.
You're welcome. And there's no need to be so polite. You learned fast. Come on, take it. This is the story of you and me. It's a tale that I'll never, ever forget.
Yeah, pretend this was about you and me, Nilou. That's totally what the story quest was about. You and me overcoming adversity. Sure. Wow. That's a cool reward. That's a little mini theater to put in the teapot, I assume. That's a cool reward, if nothing else. Oh my god. That was fucking pathetic. I'm trying to think of one worse.
Dad, let me learn to dance.
I'm literally trying to think of one that was worse in terms of, like, not actually focusing on the characters involved, and I'm struggling. That might be the worst one. Like, Ito's was kind of unfortunate in parts with trying to make me care about the Oni NPC guy, but, like, at least Ito was still Ito, so he made up for it. The Miko one got pretty mogged down. But, like, at least she was still the driving force of it, from what I remember. That was rough. That was really rough. Yeah, Miko gave us JoJo memes. Susanna fights like White Comic Kiana. Just because she'll be favorite NPC, sure. Is this as bad as Senna's? Yeah, same energy. Same energy as Senna's. It's the same issue. It's like, I came here wanting to know more about this character and their struggles specifically, and instead it's like, no. You're not gonna learn about this character. You're gonna learn about this other character that you don't give a shit about. YOLO pulls? Give me a limit. Someone give me a hard limit. Because I feel bad. I feel like I should do something because, quite frankly, more than anything else, I feel bad for this character. I feel bad for this character and her voice actress. Fucking being advertised as like one of the first characters in this new area. This super hyped up. One of the first new characters announced. Fucking make her a very minor character in the Archon quest. Have less dialogue than an NPC, and then make her a second stringer in her own story quest. Like, I could definitely spare a couple YOLO pulls. Like, I'm not that deep into pity. We did get some extra pulls from the anniversary. And I have been 36 starring the Abyss lately. The current Abyss is very, very easy. 4 pulls. Has any Honkai character gotten shafted? I feel like some characters have definitely gotten out of focus. Like, I can't say they got shafted for sure until I, like, catch up, but I feel like it's been a hot minute since Terry and the Vodka Twins have gotten to do anything. 100 pulls? I don't even have 100 pulls. Yo, Black Tassel! I should be playing. Should I even bother playing music? I guess we should. As is tradition. I should not be doing this without playing music. That's how 80 pity happens.
There once was a man named Gold Roger, who was king of the pirates. He had fame, power, and wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Before they hung him from the gallows, these were the final words he said.
My fortune is yours for the taking, but you'll have to find it first.
Play All New One from Little Mermaid.
I own in one piece.
Copyright claim.
Ever since, pirates from all over the world set sail for the Grand Line, searching for One Piece, the treasure that would make their dreams come true.
Yo!
Don't give it up, you baby. Don't give it up so low. Don't give it up now, baby. Don't give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Here's how the story goes. We find out by the treasure.
Do we keep going? Or do we give her till the end of the theme song?
His name is Luffy. That's Monkey D. Luffy.
I'll give her to the end of the theme song. not even a 4-star. Literally not even a 4-star. God fucking damn. Sad. Oh, well, I tried. Cannot say I didn't try. Even with the puppets, aside from being an airshare menace. Blue like her color, kind of perfect for the way this character is treated, yeah. Like I said, I feel bad, genuinely. I have gotten every single character in the game, whether I wanted them or not. And boy did I not want that one. But yeah, like, just the sad fact is Nahida is right around the corner. Al-Haytham is gonna come out at some point this millennium. Just no weapons, yeah. Not every weapon. No, I do not have every character's signature weapon. And even if I did somehow get her, there's no way I'm touching this. That weapon banner is a fucking scam. That sword is literally only good on her. It is not worth it. Fucking just run Favonius sword on her. Like, it'll be a DPS loss, but like, not worth it. But yeah, built up some pity. Yeah, that was what, 8 pulls? Something like that. Yeah, I'll have like 30 for Nahida now. Yeah, if she wanted to be cool and come home early, I wouldn't have complained, but as is, yeah, I don't think I can justify getting her over Nahida. Like, Nahida's coming out, I would like to get her weapon. I care more about her. And I can't afford to be spending money on this game like I was at one point. Need her to meet someone in this game who likes One Piece. Yeah. She becomes the new Jean. I mean, she'll at least be back at some point. She'll get a rerun eventually.
I do try to lighten the mood.
It might take a year, like fucking Shenhei or Kazuha, but like she will get one at some point.
I'm not the best judge of other people's sense of humor.
Yeah. That sucked. Sorry I can't show her off, but it is what it is. Somebody wants to give me the money for her, she'll be up for another 2 weeks or some shit, but yeah, like, I don't think I can justify it. So, it's unfortunate, but her quest didn't really do anything to win me over. I was kind of hoping she would, because I do feel bad. Like I said, for the voice set, for the performers, just in general.
Sooner or later.
For the kind of waste of a perfectly good character design, but it is what it is. Alrighty. Sorry to rush off, but I really have to use the bathroom, and don't see the point of taking a break for just to come back and do an outro, so I'm not gonna pussyfoot around. But yeah, that was kind of cringe. I will see you all again when 3.3 drops, I suppose. In the meantime, I'm gonna turn my fan on because I can't even fucking feel it on me, and run and get something to drink and go to the bathroom real quick, and then watch some Yu-Gi-Oh! We need Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. We need to see how much more sense Yu-Gi-Oh! Made than that quest. Thank you all very much for joining me. Special thanks to Fusion, Go-Kart, Vroom Vroom. If you want to help support me not pulling for Nilou, check out links in the description. Love you guys. Nighty-night.